Deputy Durkan.
Thank you, Cancorla. I also would like to congratulate you on the return to your office, which you have discharged in the past with distinction and with fairness, and I wish you well there, as I do congratulations to Deputy Naughton. I think that one could say many things in proposing outgoing Taoiseach Leo Varadkar for the office of incoming Taoiseach. But one thing that has to be mentioned and recognised is that he wasn't afraid to take on challenges. There were many challenges. Running at the head of a government, a minority government, is a challenge in itself at any time. And he accepted that challenge when many cynics around the country said it wouldn't last 6 weeks or 6 months. He proved them wrong. So he stood up to the challenge ahead, and albeit with the support of the main opposition party, and even then there were challenges. So I think that's the first thing I would like the House to remember in doing what we have to do today. Secondly, there was another challenge, a very serious challenge at European level, with one country leaving the European Union and all that goes with it, and the challenges to this country. And the first thing he did and had to do was to marshal the forces of the European Union on our side, on the side of this country, on the island of Ireland, north and south, and to bring together the forces of the European Union in unison, which he did. And that was no mean feat. And that would be a challenge to anybody across Europe, any leader anywhere in Europe, to do something similar, particularly in a Europe that had some discordant voices over the last number of years. So I think that in putting forward his name today, I think we all should reflect on those two issues in particular, because one of the things that had to happen, particularly with a minority government, was stability. That's the third item. And the stability he achieved without any shadow of doubt. And again, it can be said with the support of opposition parties in the House in relation to Brexit. But choosing the battleground, choosing the issue, was the crucial one. And he chose the issue, decided in the short time, 2 years, 2.5 years he was Taoiseach, followed in the footsteps of his predecessor, and brought that to a satisfactory conclusion. Nobody can deny that, and that is an example to all from here on in to emulate that performance, because there will be many challenges in the future on that same issue. So it is a great honour for me. Onor mór dumsa, bheithin seohanniu con anam Leo Varadkar a Curarai Marial Uffic an Taoiseach. I believe that he has discharged that office in the past with distinction, with courage, with conviction, and he has faced those who stood against him in terms of achieving the common good for this country. I think that he's done that very successfully, and I think that he will do so again. And I'm not saying for one moment that any of the people about to be proposed for that office are any way less honourable. But the tests remain, and all will depend on how the various applicants stand up to those tests in the challenges, in facing the challenges that lie ahead. I have to apologise for my hoarseness. I wasn't exactly cheering Cancorla. But I borrow a phrase, I think it's an appropriate time to do it, from our national sporting organisation, when a few years ago they had a slogan, "Nobody ever said it would be easy." And particularly they repeated that again and again during the latter stages of the championship after particularly gruesome outings. And that's the same about government over the past 2.5, 3 years. Nobody ever said it would be easy. But when the job is done, and the job is carried out and is completed satisfactorily, it appears to be easy. And it is as a result of the skills, the determination, the leadership of the person whose responsibility it was to make it look easy, and he did that job successfully. Thank you.